Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and yep, it's time for yet another Pokemon TCG Online video featuring some Ultra Prism cards from, of course, the latest expansion of Pokemon TCG Online. Before I started recording, Willow was begging to come into the room, so she might cause a bit of a ruckus in the background here. Who knows? I'll keep an eye out. Anyways, this time we're going to take a look at another Pokemon GX from this current expansion, but first of all, before beginning that, of course, Willow, what? She's coming right over right now. She's trying to interfere with your code card, guys. I mean, she's trying to be nice, but what do you want? Anyway, you probably can't even see her. I got code cards. I got to shuffle them up. I got to grab one for you folks out there. And I'm going to go from the middle. And the code, this time, as you can see down below in just a moment, is going to be a Burning Shadows pre-release box. Willow, don't go up there. Get your tail away from the webcam. I mean, I know the important thing is the code right now, but you can't be doing this. But yes, a Burning Shadows pre-release box is up for grabs, so as per usual, just take that code, bring it here to Pokemon TCG Online. I can't even tell, is she blocking the view? She probably is. Anyway, bring it here to Pokemon TCG Online, get yourself a nice 22 card pack and foil promo card from the Burning Shadows pre-release expansion deck set tournament thing. Anyways, man, everything's just off to a rough start right now, and look, now she wants it. As I fire up the deck for this week, let me just let her stroll. Be gone with you. There we go. Alright, let's move on over here and check out the deck that I'm working on called Lunar Invader. I'm actually not finished this deck just yet. There's a couple things I need to do. But we're going to take a look at Dawn Wings Necrozma. See? Nothing's working right today. Maybe I'm getting all the problems out now, and the deck will work perfectly fine in the matches. Anyway, Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX, basic Pokemon, an Ultra Beast with 180 HP. We're not really going to make use of it for the attacking, if I can help it. The main reason we have it in here is for the invasion ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch it with your active Pokemon. It's going to come in handy with the strategy I have in mind for who we're going to be using for the attacking. Now, if we do need to use any attacks, though, for 3 Psychic, Dark Flash does 120, which isn't affected by resistance, and Moon's Eclipse GX does 180. You can only use this, what does it say? You can only use this attack if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent, so you have to be losing the match. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn, which could come in handy. We're going to be losing the match, of course, and I ain't planning to be losing the match, but it just might happen anyway. So we got 3 Dawn Wings Necrozma in here. The only other Pokemon we have are 4 Cosmog, 3 Cosmoem, and 4 Solgaleo from the Sun and Moon, what is that, Guardians Rising expansion. So, the main reason we're using you, Solgaleo, is your Fangs of the Sun. It does 170 damage. This Pokemon can't use Fangs of the Sun during your next turn. So, the idea I have in mind, we can do a decent 170 with that attack. Of course, you can't use it next turn, but if we do use Invasion, bring Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX active, put that Solgaleo to the bench, that erases effects like that. So, if we can retreat this Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX, which we have a couple options for this week, we can then bring the Solgaleo back up and do another 170 every turn, consistent damage. So that is the set of Pokemon cards in this deck. We have 140, right, yeah, I can count. Why is everything not working? 14 Pokemon cards. Going down to the energy cards, we have 5 basic metal, 5 basic psychic, and we tossed in one of our Prism Star cards this time around too. Super Boost Energy Prism Star. This card provides colorless energy. Doesn't sound impressive, but when you keep reading though, it gets interesting. While this card is attached to a Stage 2 Pokemon, Solgaleo in this case, it provides every type of energy but provides only 1 energy at a time. But if you have 3 or more Solgaleo in play, for example, it provides every type of energy but provides 4 energy at a time. So if I can get 3 Solgaleo on the bench, Super Boost Energy is all we need to power up Fangs of the Sun or Shining Arrow. It's only going to work when we have it attached to a Stage 2 Pokemon. Now I'm wondering too though, when I read this, you could technically say, ignore the first part. If you have 3 or more Stage 2 Pokemon in play, it provides every type of energy, it provides 4 energy at a time. So, does that mean that it provides that 4 energy to anything it's attached to, or does it have to be a Stage 2? I haven't done testing on that, to be honest, but I should really do that. I don't know if I want to do the testing during the match or not, but if need be, I could try attaching this to a Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX and see does it provide energy for its attacks. if we have our a bunch of Solgaleo powered up anyway. So that is going to be the 11 energy cards. Now moving on to the trainer cards. We've got a couple of energy lottos to look at the top 7 cards of the deck. I may reveal an energy card I find there and put it into my hand, then shuffle the others back in. This is not as good in some sense as Professor's Letter, because that lets you search the entire deck for 2 basic energy, but this card is not limited to basic energy. So if the Super Boost Energy Prism Star is on the top 7 cards, I can take it using the Energy Lotto, which could very well come in handy. I've got a couple of Evo Sodas, because this deck is going to be featured or focusing on trying to evolve our Pokemon as fast as possible. So, Evo Soda, although I can't use it on the turn that Pokemon was put into play, it does let me search the deck for an evolution of any of my Pokemon and put it right onto that Pokemon, which could speed things up a little bit. We've got a couple of Field Blowers in here to discard up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon Tools and Stadium cards in play, both mine or the opponent's if we want to. We've got a couple of Heavy Balls to find either our Cosmo M or Solgaleo, because it lets you search for a Pokemon of a 3 retreat cost or higher, which very well could be useful. We've got a couple Max Potions. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon and discard all energy from that Pokemon. Generally, I'm hoping to have a Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX active taking some hits as I prepare the bench. I can then Max Potion all the damage off, and, well, wait, how do we get it retreated? I'll explain that as we get to it. We got a couple of Nest Balls as well. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it straight onto your bench, and then shuffle up 4 Puzzles of Time to bring back 2, if I play 2 Puzzles of Time, bring back any 2 discarded cards back into hand, or I could just play 1 Puzzle of Time at a time and rearrange the top 3 cards of the deck however I would like to. A couple of random Receivers to search your deck. I keep saying that, search your deck. To reveal cards from the top of your deck until you find your first supporter and then take that supporter. Got a couple of Rare Candies to try to speed things up a little bit more. If I have Cosmog in play for a turn, I can use a Rare Candy if I have Solgaleo in hand, or if not, I could grab a Heavy Ball, find Solgaleo, Rare Candy into the legendary beast that devours the sun, and get that Pokemon right into play. A couple Super Rods to shuffle back 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards right back into the deck from the discard pile. And this is one of our retreat cost options, Altar of the Moon. The retreat cost of each Pokemon that has any Psychic or Darkness energy attached is 2 colorless less. So, all we gotta do is throw 1 Psychic energy onto our Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX, reducing the retreat cost from 2 to 0. A free retreat, basically. So, every turn, I could go into Solgaleo, use the Fangs of the Sun. I can't use it next turn, but I can Invasion with Necrozma, and then free retreat if the Altar of the Moon is in play. And then, it's kind of weird, using the fusion of Lunala and Necrozma and Solgaleo itself. I guess not weird, it's fitting, I meant to say. It's like cool that Solgaleo is left alone, but we're getting the extra power of Lunala with our Necrozma. But some good rotation possibilities right there. I've got a Cynthia card in here to shuffle my hand into the deck and draw 6 cards. I've got a Gladion to search my prize cards for anything that I might need and take it, put him in, and then shuffle him into the prizes and re-randomize them. And normally I don't run cards kind of as basic as this, how, draw 3 cards. But in this kind of deck, it's going to be really good because I need to get as many cards in hand as quick as possible to try to evolve up. So if I happen to have Cosmog, like 3 Cosmog in play, and I play Hal, draw a couple of Evo Sodas, I could evolve them up. I could get Heavy Ball if I have a Rare Candy. I could get Solgaleo. So getting extra cards in hand quickly is going to be pretty beneficial for this deck. Because Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX, although I intend to keep it in the active spot taking hits, it ain't going to take hits forever. It's only got 180 HP, so it will drop eventually. I've also got Lily in here, a good first turn supporter, but good at any time actually in the match. I'm getting way too worked up. I gotta slow myself down. Lily, draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand, but if it's your first turn of the game, draw till you have 8. Very good, getting some extra cards whenever you need them. We got 2 Professor Kukuis in here as well. I was considering not putting him in because with 170 damage, there's not too many Pokemon that can take a lot of hits like that, but so like I was like, I don't need the extra 20 damage from Kukui, but he does let you draw 2 extra cards, and there are those Pokemon that just have that little bit of extra HP that maybe a simple single Fangs of the Sun won't knock out, so maybe Kukui's extra 20 damage could help us out. I've got 2 of him in this deck this week. I've only got 1 Skyla. Now here's an interesting thing. This deck is not running Guzma. Normally, I do not run a deck without at least 1 Guzma. I usually don't run a deck also without at least 2 Skylas. But with the extra cards I'm drawing from Hao and Professor Kukui, and those are going to be my supporters for the turn, I kind of have to limit what supporters I'm using. So I'm not working with Guzma. I've only got one Skyla. I'm a little bit worried about that, but we'll see how this plays out. Anyway, I can play Skyla to search my deck for any trainer card, reveal it, and put it into my hand, shuffle up afterwards. I also got Wally, another supporter card, which is like Evo Soda, but I can use Wally on the turn that a Pokemon first comes into play, or on my first turn of the match as well. The last two cards are a couple of Float Stones, another option for a free retreat for our Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX. Simply attach this tool to a Pokemon. It has no retreat cost at that point. So that is going to be the deck. I've got 14 Pokemon, 35 trainers, and 11 energy cards. I am kind of worried that we're not going to be able to make use of Guzma, because they could be powering something up on the bench very strong, which could one-shot one of our Solgaleo. However, we're going to jump in regardless. I'll give this my best try, and we'll see how things go. Where are you at? Lunar Invasion. Oh, wait a minute. There's one thing I forgot to do. I said I wasn't completely done this deck yet. What I have to do is change the coin. We're going to go with Solgaleo, since it's going to be doing the attacking. The deck box, I guess let's do Burning Shadows. And card sleeves, you know what? Just to mix things up, we'll go Celebi. There we go. I usually try to customize the coins and stuff like that. Not that it really matters, but just to be a little bit interesting. Alright, let's jump in. First opponent. With a Water, Fighting, Psychic, and Lightning deck. Interesting combination. We're going to call for the head side. What's your name? Acrodan? I can't really tell. The name's so small. I'll assume Acrodan. Alright, we got the coin flip. Now they know what I have in mind. Although they don't see the super boost energy just yet. And my volume is very loud. Well, welcome to the Professor Chaz channel where we mulligan all the time. Once again, no basics. And I only have... Well, I got 7 basics in the deck this week. That shouldn't be too many mulligans. In fact, I'm kind of surprised it's 1 mulligan. How many do you think we're going to get total? 1, 2. Okay then. I will leave a Duskmane Necrozma. I keep saying Duskmane. No, that's got more power. A Dawn Wings Necrozma. I will leave active. As I say, to take the hits from such Pokemon as Acrodan. You know what? I want to see. Is that your name? Man, that's a lot of stuff. Acrodan. Okay. So we're going to put a Psychic Energy onto our Necrozma. I am going to play the Altar of the Moon right now just to get it out of hand. Because the more cards I play from hand... Now, I could also Field Blower it away, but I want to keep it. I'm going to Lily. We get ourselves another Cosmog, another Nest Ball. Since we're going to have one taking the hits, I'm going to put another Dawn Wings Necrozma to the bench. And I guess that's going to be it. So this Mew can use the attacks of any of their basic Pokemon in play. We have a Regirock EX, will be doing more damage with their fighting type Pokemon. And we have Pissimian. Oh, this will be an interesting combo. If we see the, there it is, the Team Play Pissimian. Does more damage for each bench Pissimian, but also this Pokemon here adds more power to their active Pissimian's attacks against evolved Pokemon. This presents a problem. So right now, this can do 40. We do resist that by 20, though. They do have free retreat on their Mew, which they're going to make use of. So you can hit me for 40 right now if you like, minus the 20 for resistance. And an Energy Lotto. Just what I have. Search the top 7. Yep, you get yourself a special energy. As I said, they can find special or basic energy. Actually, no, they're going to do 10 more with their Regi power on the bench. That's going to be 30 total damage. We can handle 30 total damage. So we get ourselves an Energy Lotto. First, what I'm going to do is play Evo Soda, because that way it thins out what's in the deck and gets a Pokemon card out. I know it's only one card, but it does minimize the... well, it, at this point, maximizes how many energy cards are in the deck, or at the top 7. So let's do this Energy Lotto. Still didn't find one. Oh well. And what we're going to do, I'm going to put this onto our Cosmo. I'm going to go ahead and Puzzle of Time, just one. See what we find. We have Solgaleo. I'm going to arrange the cards thusly. And now I'm going to use our free retreat to let this Dawn Wings Necrozma take some hits. I want to keep the energy attached. As long as they don't shuffle me away, I'm going to be able to get a decent Solgaleo in play. As long as they don't Guzma me as well, that would be pretty detrimental. Because they can do 40 plus another 30, so 90 plus 10 more. They can do 100 to our Cosmoem, because it is an evolved Pokemon. Actually, they can do 20 more damage now. And if they do have Guzma, that's not a bad combo, because they can go into their own Mew with free retreat cost. That kind of hurts, because I had just rearranged the cards, but I might get what I'm looking for. I got a Heavy Ball. I'll take that Heavy Ball. Brooklet Hill, really. So there goes our free retreat options, at least until we can get ourselves a Float Stone. Choice Band. Oh, that'll hurt. Nice 140 onto me there. So check this out. Oh, this is kind of nice. Get Solgaleo in hand. I'm gonna Heavy Ball. We'll get a Cosmoem in hand. I can play it onto our Cosmog. I'm now going to play Wally, get another Solgaleo in play. I'm going to put this on the Solgaleo. We are going to Energy Lotto now to see what we can find. Really? Come on. And simply put, we're going to let our first GX take the hit and go down. If they have Rescue Stretcher, that would be kind of scary, because like that's what I would run with my own Prisimian deck. If we do happen to knock out... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's why the Mew is here. So the Mew can use the team play attack. Ouch. This will be interesting. I do have Cynthia, though. I have to get a whole fresh new hand of cards. So what I'm going to do here, they will get the knockout on our Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX. I'm going to bring up Solgaleo, because if nothing else, I do have the Invasion ability to swap it out of the active spot. But I'm bringing Solgaleo up right now, on the off chance that we don't get a Flow Stone or our other Altar of the Moon. Well, that's all the energy we need for Fangs of the Sun. But let's see what Cynthia has in store for us. We got a Nest Ball, we got a How for next turn. We got Super Boost Energy. Put a Cosmog down to the bench. And what is discarded right now? I can bring back Evo Soda and Wally, actually. So what we're going to do here... I can also bring back... No, you know what? I can bring out the Altar of the Moon. I'm not going to do it just yet. I don't need it right now. But I'm going to go... Fangs of the Sun. At least getting a knockout. See, this is why I should have Guzma, so I can take out their more threatening Pokemon. In fact, I didn't even need to use Fangs of the Sun. I could have just gone for the regular Shining Arrow. But let's show off the attack while we can. Alright, let's do the math here. 90, 180. They're going to do 200 damage to me. That's going to hurt. Most definitely that's going to hurt. Because they're doing 10 basic damage. Get out of here, Octolute. 10 basic damage. 30 more for each bent Prisimian, so 30, 60, 90. Each of these does 30 more for the active Prisimian's attacks to an evolved Pokemon. So 30, 60, 90 again. The power of Regirock. Yeah. Ouch. Well then, we're going to Puzzle of Time. Bring back a couple of discarded cards. Let's get... I guess another Dawn Wings Necrozma. And where's our... Did we lose a stadium? We did. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I thought we lost one already. Okay, so we're going to get rid of their stadium, I guess. We're going to drop our Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX down. I shall, first of all, random receiver. Get a supporter out of the deck, Kukui. And then we're going to play How. Another Solgaleo. I'm going to put this onto our Solgaleo right now. We're we're going to free retreat. In fact, you know what? I'm going to actually use the invasion. Same idea, basically. And we're going to Super Rod. Bring back some of our lost Pokemon. What do I have in here? I got a Solgaleo in hand, so I'll bring them all back. And that is that for that turn. So we are not an evolved Pokemon with our Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX. So we should only be able to do 140, I believe that is, minus the resistance, unless I'm doing the math wrong. So 30, 60, 90, plus 10, plus 10, plus the 30, so that's 150. So it should be doing 130 to us, I believe. So they're adding 10 from the base damage, 10 from the Regirock, and 30 from the Choice Band. And that's kind of okay, I'll accept that. That's a max potion. Very nice. There's the Abyssal Hand. That is a good combo using N, which shuffles your hand down to draw back one card for each of your remaining prize cards. But if you have Abyssal Hand from the Octillery, you can draw it back up until you have 5. Well, get rid of that. Another Cosmog. I'm going to put the max potion to our active Necrozma. And let's shuffle back some more energy cards, because we kind of want to get some more energy. Everything is shuffled back into the deck. And we'll put this onto our Solgaleo. So at least they don't have any free retreat options right now. No, my Super Boost. No, the Lost Zone! I didn't want to see the Lost Zone today. Even though it's just a separate pile of cards. They should have had some sort of weird... You know what? Like, maybe one of the Ultra Wormhole effects to it. That would be really cool. You just see like the wormhole as the cards float around in it. That might be a little bit too graphics intensive, but that would have been cool to see, I think, anyway. Alright, well, we got some problems here, because we lost our any type of energy. What have they discarded thus far? Only one double colorless. You know they're going to probably have 4 in this deck to power up that team play. There's the Ultra Ball getting themselves a Pseudo Widow. Oh, they can copy my attacks, can they? Is there any way to turn things around here? Well, we got another max potion to heal that off, so we're not worried about that whatsoever. We also got our Float Stone. But we kind of need energy. Come on now, give us the energy that we need. See, I need to have 2 full turns. I need to get 2 metal energy, since we lost our Super Boost. Or if I can even just get a couple of Psychic energy to power up our Dawn Wings Necrozma. It's unfortunate, I can't see what cards they're looking at right now. Playing Gladion, of course. They get to look at their face-down prizes, take one, and then shuffle Gladion back into their prizes. It's not looking good for our first showing for this Pokemon. Now, granted, I'm not really focusing on using it for its attacks, right? I say the main idea is the invasion. Oh, there's that Rescue Stretcher. But I'm glad they've wasted it now, because that's one last chance they're going to get this Passimian back. Go ahead, shuffle them all back in. I don't care. I should maybe try to make a deck that's going to feature this as an attacking Pokemon. I'll take a random receiver. Help me out here. Kukui. Come in handy. I'm going to play the Kukui, draw 2 more cards. Don't forget the energy we're looking for, of course. So what we're going to do here, I will invade. I'm going to retreat into a Cosmog. Limit how many prizes we're going to be taking, at least. And get 1 more Psychic energy. We destroy this thing. Actually, what I would probably do in that case... Come on, give me 1 more Psychic. I want to use Moon's Eclipse GX. A decent 180, times 2 for the weakness. And I would be immune to damage next turn. Toss another Ultra Ball out there, discarding Remoraid and Sudowoodo. Aw, poor Sudowoodo. Didn't even get to see the light of day. Got themselves Mew. Well, fortunately for us, their bench is filled. So even if they were to... Well, if I knock out this Pissimian, even if they were to get that Mew back in play, it ain't going to help them because they don't have Team Play to make use of. Come on, just one more energy. Psychic energy. I mean, yeah, why would we get what we need, right? Well, we're gonna end it there. We're gonna take 120 from this hit, bring us to 150 damage. It all comes down to, can I get that last psychic energy that I need? Come on. I've got a number of supporter cards that I can be making use of, drawing extra cards. Let's try another match. It's clearly the game doesn't want me to have a chance. Alright. Oh, at least we're getting some of our superior mind powered up. That was disappointing. We're going another match, though. It's not enough. I haven't shown off a win yet, and I would like to try to show off a win. Not that it's the most important thing. But, see, that kind of thing there. I don't mind when I lose if the opponent has a pretty cool strategy, which they did. It's definitely a good combo. But I've already shown that off myself. So we already know about Team Play Pissimian. Oh, this guy has the advantage with Grass, Colorless, Darkness, and Psychic. We get the coin flip again. Hey, can we not mulligan this time? We get the coin flip. We're going to take the first turn. Don't give us a mulligan game. Come on. Thank you. That's kind of decent. We've got Wally if we need it. My first strategy. Get as many cards played out as possible. I'm going to play Lily and hope that I can get another basic. Because let me see what they have here. Eevee, that could hurt. I'm going to drop this to Cosmog. And although we'll only draw 3 cards, I'm still going to play Lily because it is our first turn. And we don't get any Pokemon. We get an Energy Lotto at least. We'll thin the deck by 1 energy. If they evolve into Espeon, we're done. We're weak to Psychic. Let's see if the game is going to play through like that. What do we see? I think we saw a Psychic card. Oops, oops, sorry. Choice, man, that doesn't bother me. Come on! I had a good hand! Well, at least we don't see evolution and knocking out our only Pokemon. So, the game does continue. Okay, Gladion, what do you got for us? I'm kind of hoping for Solgaleo, to be honest. I guess I'll grab the energy. As we know, energy is a precious commodity in this game. I will evolve into Cosmo-M. Throw a metal energy onto it, and I'm going to use the invasion. Just take the active spot, as I say, taking some hits for the team. Come on, give me another N. Give me my own Cynthia. Give me a How. Give me anything to get more colors. That was one of the problems I found with this deck in the training and the testing and stuff like that. It was hard to get a bunch of cards quickly. So I've done what I can to try to speed things up a little bit. We're going to see the Decidueye GX. Look at all those double colorlesses. Yeah, they can't. Well, they can do Sharp Blade Quill. They can actually flip a coin for Quick Draw. Maybe Tails, unfortunately for them. Okay for us, though, I guess. Another Dawn Wings Necrozma. I'm going to put this to the benched one in the hopes that eventually we get ourselves the Altar of the Moon so we can do the free retreat. I can invade, retreat into whatever I need to. And there's the GX. Who are you going to hit? Wait, you're not going to use your ability? I think they messed up. They should have used their ability right there. Alright, Cynthia, give us a Solgaleo. Gosh, not a Solgaleo. I don't know if you realize that or not. So let's get rid of their Float Stone, and I guess they're... This is more likely to be the dangerous attack. Let's get rid of that choice band. And, that's Puzzle of Time. What do we find off the top? Yes, I want that. The Altar of the Moon. As long as they don't end me or anything. I'm going to draw the Altar of the Moon. I'm going to have Wally to get a Solgaleo in play. We can finally see this rotation I've been talking about. Just don't shuffle my hand. Okay, good. Ultra Ball. They can't possibly get themselves a supporter to shuffle my hand away. They could now. When they play Oranguru, they can instruct and draw 3 more cards. Oh, a retreat is it? Okay. But that is their supporter. Okay, so Razor Leaf will do 120. That we can handle. Do your ability. Shoot your Feather Arrow. You need to do that. There you go. Every turn, you need to make sure you make use of that. Who are you going to peg with that, though, is the question. Ah, I see. You're going for the Energized one, are you? Okay. And there's the Razor Leaf for 120 damage. Acceptable, because here's our options. We got the Altar of the Moon. We got Wally. Let's get ourselves our Solgaleo. I'm going to power this Pokemon up with 1 more energy. I will invade, use Invasion, and we're going to retreat for free into our Solgaleo. Let's use the old Fangs of the Sun. Not quite a knockout, but next turn we can do the exact same thing again. Go ahead, hit me for 90. We don't get the extra damage from that choice band. I ain't scared about that. Keep those Decidueye coming if you like. Oh, Rainbow Energy. Ow. So you're going to Feather Arrow this guy, I'm thinking, because of the damage. Oh, no. That's not going to be a knockout, unfortunately, for you, my friend. If I can get 1 more Psychic Energy... Oh, retreating area. Huh. Well, that's not going to really help you that much, because I can hit you on the bench with Shining Arrow. Got Cosmog also to the bench here. I'll put this to one of the Cosmog, and let's go for the Shining Arrow and peg that Decidueye. 1 more Shining Arrow takes down their GX. And if I had a Feather Arrow of my own, I could peg that one and take it out. That'd be kind of nice. Okay, there's the annoying heal. I see what you're doing. So I'll slow things down a bit. Still 2 more Feather Arrows would take it out. But I think our best bet is to start doing our rotation, bringing up our Necrozma, and then retreating. So we can get 2 Feather Arrows off every turn now. Okay, build up that damage. We might be losing our Solgaleo. We are only 100 HP remaining. They can hit me for 90. Plus 2 Feather Arrows is another 40, so... Yeah, I don't think Solgaleo will make it through this fight. I'm gonna hang on to you for the time being. Let's go ahead and... Actually, I don't need to invade right now because I can just use Fangs of the Sun. And let's just take out an Eevee. We'll get a prize card. Hopefully it could be a way to get Psychic Energy. Maybe Kukui, I think he was in there. Random Receiver could come in handy. So, like I say, 2 Feather Arrows and 1 more energy on there. The Decidueye GX. Yep, that's going to be a knockout. Unfortunately enough. You're going to shuffle back in the Decidueye. Oh no, we can take it right back in the hand. Okay. Would you stop shooting me with those Feather Arrows? They're annoying. Now, their best bet is to hit my active one with only 1 Feather Arrow and start peppering the rest of my side with 2 more. Because the attack of Razor Leaf does get the knockout with 90 damage after 1 Feather Arrow. See, if I had Guzma, I really gotta redo this deck and put Guzma in. I gotta think of what I can take out. Because if I could have pulled this up, I could have at least gotten 2 prizes. Okay, so, that's all you need to hit me for the active. Your smart bet is to start hitting the bench. There you go. Ow, though. I would love to get a max potion right now. Alright, one prize. Let's bring up our Energized Necrozma. 25. Let's hope for a Psychic Energy. Let's see what the random receiver can get us. Skyla. This is where things get interesting. Skyla, find us the Energy Lotto. Do you think we'll be lucky? Would we be lucky? Let's draw a card. Man, it's annoying when just the wrong cards are being given to you. Tell you what, I'll go another couple turns. If not, if nothing works out, I'm done with this match. We'll try another one. As you're watching this, feel free to throw me some suggestions. How can this be improved? Because obviously this does not seem to want to work. Look at all those GXs. Yeah, we're done. Alright, let's try one more match. Should I do a deck edit? Watch this. I'm going to do a deck edit, alright? It's not going to matter. I'm still going to lose. Now, what do I take out? Energy Lotto is proving very inconsistent. Let's get rid of that garbage. Okay, let's get Guzma. For sure. And, what else was I saying that I didn't like not running? Skyla. The thing is, I need to get energy. So with all of our evolutionary options already available, I could maybe take out a rare candy. I don't know. I want to keep both rare candies. I can take out a heavy ball. I'll take out one of the heavy balls. I'll put in 2 Professor's Letters. And let's see if this actually works. Chances are it ain't going to. But we'll certainly give it our best shot. Let's go, Lunar Invader. One last chance for glory here. This time we are armed with our own Guzma. Rock on, 76548, whatever your types were. I didn't even see your deck types. We see a water coin. That doesn't mean anything good or bad for us because we have no water weakness nor resistance. And usually they're not resistant to psychic or... They're actually quite often weak to steel, actually. That could be useful. Because, of course, water type represents ice type in the TCG. They got no basics. We're off to a good start. We have our Necrozma. We got 2 Cuckoos. Of course, despite the fact that we're on losing streak, I'm not going to take any cards from the mulligan, just because I'm not that competitive. We see, oh, they got Energy Lottos. Hopefully it works better for you than it did for me. See, if that Energy Lotto had been a Professor's Letter in the last match, I could have gotten a Psychic Energy. That's kind of why I don't like the Energy Lotto. It is good for getting your special energies, but it's just somewhat unreliable. I'm not a fan of that. Ooh, we got us a Ho-Oh. Fighting Fury Belt, not bad. Adding 40 more HP and 10 more damage to your attacks. Come on! You're powering up that fast? If this is a one-hit KO, I'm going one more match. Okay. Random receiver. We got a Guzma. Doesn't help us. Professor Kukui, get us a basic Pokemon. We got a Cosmog. That's something. That's all we can do. So they can Phoenix Burn for 180 damage and take out our first Pokemon GX. What else can you even do? Sacred Fire does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Cosmog will survive that. Oh, and guess what? We're weak to Fire type. with our Solgaleo. Isn't that lovely? Perfect matchup, isn't it? Wait a minute. If you got a fire Pokemon, why are you using water sleeves? You're trying to mess with my head. Look at this. Oh, a Tapu Lele. How original. And an Entei GX as well. Now, your Eternal Flame, put 3 in any combination of Fire Pokemon GX or Fire Pokemon EX from your discard pile onto your bench, which is kind of cool. That lets you put Mega Evolutions onto the bench without losing your turn for the Mega Evolution rule. But, of course, it ends your turn using your attack. Ow. Well, let's do this, Cosmog. You can't Phoenix Burn me this turn. Ah! You know what? Because you're going to get the knockout, I kind of don't care. Hang on. Let me see what Kukui can give us. Energy, I guess. Might as well rare candy up. We'll do 50 damage to you. And boop. That leaves you at 180 hit points remaining. If I did the math right. Wait, I did 70 for Kukui, never mind. Alright, so you could hit me with the Sacred Fire, which does 120 after weakness. But if I get one more energy, we take you down with the Fangs of the Sun. Isn't that nice? Get another Kiawe in there, do ya? I hope you don't. I hope you have no energies, really. Well, we know you got some more Pokemon GX in your hand. We saw the Entei and the Tapu Lele. There's the Lele, I believe. Yep. Wonder Tag, search for a supporter card. So the match is over. At least we have to knock out one Pokemon. Wait, they didn't attack. Not that it matters, because once I get this thing powered up, they can Phoenix Burn me for a massive 360 damage. Could you give me a basic Pokemon, please, to keep this match going? Of course you can't. And we get a prize, we get 2 prizes, but we're done. I don't care, I'm going one more match. It's ridiculous. If we weren't up against fire types, that would have been a much different story. Let's go. We're doing good on the coin flips today, at least, though. I might just concede right now. I'm really not enjoying this. Wow, at least only one mulligan. Sweet. So we're taking the first turn. We do not get to attack right away. Let's see what the opponent's working with. Remoraid. That's not scary. I could get rid of the float stone for now, but I kind of want to keep it. I will play it just because you do have other ways to do free retreat. I'm going to play Lily now, draw 4 more cards. You really gave me no other basic Pokemon. Whatever. Okay, grab a couple metal energies. And that's all we can do for our turn. Now, let's see what they get into play. Let's see the end. Go ahead, shuffle my hand away. You know you want to. That's the kind of day that we're having today here on the Professor Chaz channel. Splash Energy. So make yourself another Pokemon at least. Oh, the Enhanced Hammer. Why would they have Enhanced Hammer away my Super Boost Energy? That was just cruel. I don't mean this person, of course, the last person. Or the person before. Or whoever. One of the many losses we've had today. I am so surprised to see Tapu Lele GX. I never see anybody use Tapu Lele GX. It's such a unique, unexpected strategy. Man. At least we haven't found any Garchomp Lucario decks today. If there's one bright side to today that we have to take back from anything, it is that, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play How first of all. Let's see what we can find. If I can get a rare candy, that'd be kind of nice. Or what I should maybe do instead, I'm going to play Cocoon. Because if I can get a rare candy off of the top 2 cards, I can go to Solgaleo, do 20 extra damage to take out the Remoraid for the first prize. You think we're going to get that rare candy? Of course we're not going to get the rare candy. Let's invade. We'll evolve into Cosmo M onto the bench. I'll put an energy onto it. And that is about it. I could Puzzle of Time, but I'm going to keep that in case I get 2. I can bring back Kakui. Wait, is this going to be Greninja Break? Because we do see Staryu here. The neat thing with Greninja Break is when it's active, you discard 1 water energy from hand to do 60 damage to any of your opposing Pokemon, or any of the opposing Pokemon. What's nice about Starmie right here from the Evolutions expansion, ability Space Beacon, once during your turn, you can discard a card from hand and bring back 2 basic energy cards. So you can get a bunch of the giant water shurikens fired off. Now there's the water duplicates. That's a cool attack. Very rare you get to see a non-basic Pokemon go straight onto your bench, but this allows you to put up to, I think, 3 Frogadier onto your bench. So stage 1 Pokemon going right down onto the bench there. Okay. I could try Gladion to get a Float Stone. I could try How for a Float Stone. Well, I'm going to first evolve into Solgaleo. And I'm going to How. Why does the game decide I don't need anything to work with? If you guys have any suggestions how to improve this kind of an idea, please let me know. Alright, I should title this video the name of every other opposing Pokemon that the players are using, because clearly this is not to showcase Duskmane. I keep saying Duskmane! It's not meant to showcase Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX, clearly. Because the game decides, no, you don't get to do that. Unacceptable. So no abilities. Fine. Let me see. Is the other Float Stone in the prizes? Wow, it actually is. Okay, I guess that's at least something for us. I shall attach an energy. I should have actually maxed potions first of all. Now let's thin the deck a little bit. I'm going to grab another Solgaleo, I guess. I think I'm going to Puzzle of Time. I'll grab that random receiver for the top. See if we can get another How or something like that. Alright, we're going to Float Stone Retreat. Now, I can't use Brook until I have no fighting or water Pokemon. Fangs of the Sun for the KO. Which, if nothing else, is at least something that we've accomplished today. Oh, we found Gladion again! Sweet! That's the card I wanted to get from the prizes right there. So the Splash Energy does retreat it back into the hand. It loses the Splash Energy along the way, but they still have Greninja. We get to see Greninja break. Yes, we do. Now, what can you do to me? 170 HP, which is a single knockout from Fangs of the Sun. If you don't have Splash Energy, you're going to lose all those Pokemon. You might have Rescue Stretcher, though. Could be a problem. Now, you need to retreat this, is the thing, though. That's not a Splash Energy, so that is fine. Oh, if we could find Guzma. Alright. Let's go, Guzma. And retreat. And go for the Fangs of the Sun. And boom! Alright, there goes Greninja Break. Now, it's not over yet, though. Like I said, Rescue Stretcher could be a thing. But finally, in all 4 of these matches, I got one spot of good luck. I'll take that spot of good luck. And Tapu Lele back up in action. Okay, that's a good idea. Super Rod shuffling back in some Pokemon. I assume Greninja Break going back in. Yep. Frogadier, Greninja, and Greninja Break. Using Brooklet Hill to get another basic water type out there. Okay, another Froakie. Feels kind of bad to be knocking out all these water type starters, because of course I am a water type starter trainer in the Pokemon video games, but I mean, when they're the opponents, you gotta do what you gotta do. Rescue Stretcher, bringing back Greninja Break into hand. Oh, if only we had Versus Seeker in the standard format. I'm taking that win. We only took 2 prize cards, but I'm taking that win. Alright, so clearly the deck is still not a reliable deck competitively. Oh, so close. But at least you see the idea that I'm going with. Being able to go in with your invasion, retreat back out, keep using your Fangs of the Sun. I would like to show it off a little bit better, but unfortunately that is going to have to be it for the day, because that's about all I can take for today. But on Sunday evening, I'll be doing another Pokemon TCG online live stream with you folks out there. I am going to have to give this another try against you folks. See if you guys can take on the power of, well, more or less the power of Solgaleo, but featuring the support of our Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX. Now then, as I said, first of all, if you enjoyed today's video, despite all of my frustrations, feel free to pop a like down below. Hopefully you still did enjoy it, regardless of how things didn't play out as well as I would have liked them to. Okay, admittedly, my decks are not consistent in general. A lot of like random stuff is tossed in here. Random receiver, most notably. I'm trying to think, what could I do to make this more consistent? I don't know. There's many changes that could be made, like doubling up, or say tripling or quadrupling up on certain cards could help. Like maybe get a bunch more How or Cynthia or something like that. I don't know. There's various options that could happen. If you have any suggestions for how to improve this deck yourselves, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And if you have a different strategy in mind for Dawn Wings Necrozma-GX to make it more viable, let me know that in the comments as well. Because I'm trying to make use of the invasion, but of course I haven't even really used the attacks. So Dark Flash, a decent 120, Moon's Eclipse 180, and Total Immunity next turn could come in handy. But if you want to see some more Pokemon TCG online content here on the channel, feel free to click the link in the description to the full playlist. You can also check out some more videos that I have done on the channel, such as Pokemon Ultra Sun, which is basically done. We're going to be doing some soon Wi-Fi battles with you folks on probably Sunday evenings as well. And we got Pokemon Go. There's a pretty interesting Pokemon Go video coming up relatively soon, if I can get it all recorded. We'll see how things go. But I guess that's going to be a wrap. You can always subscribe to the channel, of course, for more Pokemon content from Professor Chaz. With all that, it's time to go and recuperate from this adventure here today. Thanks once again for watching, folks. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.